911 996, and we have the engine out. Some of you guys are probably thinking, what is this? Alright, this is a problem with all generation 1 996 engines. The ram pads, which are these brown guides, these wear out from the opposite side, which you can't see, it's on the inside. We're gonna pull these out now and I'll show you guys what's going on. But this engine had about 8.7 negative camshaft deviation. Maximum deviation allowance is 6 degrees per bank, and between banks no more than 6 degrees between one bank to bank 2. So what's going on here is someone's been in there because they figured they need to use this crazy amount of RTV. Guys, this is way too much RTV. This will clog up the ports, the passageways, and you will grenade your engine quick. I mean, this is no need to have this much RTV. There's a very small amount that's required. Very little goes a long way. So we're going to inspect the actual main chain guides, which look pretty good. I'm getting ready to pull this off. Actually, we had some issues. Look at this. The guy got RTV everywhere, even on the guide right here. What the heck? Some hacks out there. This is ridiculous. Hate seeing this kind of work. Okay, so I want to tell you guys a little bit about this. So what's happening is I just pushed in this ram, and they're supposed to release, and this one hardly released on me. So we may have a bad ram unless the pad is super worn. We may have a bad ram as well, because this is why this engine was taken apart. I bet originally was because due to high deviations, and they probably just replaced the pads and didn't test the actual ram itself. All right, let's go to the other side, which is bank 2. Here's bank 2. Bank 2 looks very similar, but on bank 2 you can actually see the wear. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see. I'm about to pull these off, but you can see the guide wearing because they're opposites. So look how much the chain is dug in. Let me see if I can get that camera in. I don't know if you guys can see that. I mean, that's a lot of chain inside. I mean, we're almost hitting the actual link rivets, okay? Especially this one. Look at that. That is so close. So yeah, that's our issue. Clearly they didn't go on this side because this is original Porsche RTV. All right, you see the mount difference? We have RTV here, and we have RTV all through here. And now we go back to bank 1. And what the heck is this crap? I mean, what is this? I mean, that's just ridiculous. So, not a very good thing to see. And look at this, guys. I mean, this is nasty. Look at all that crud. These were leaking badly because they just stuck in the spark plug tubes, which are these right here, and they didn't even clean them up. I mean, this is disgusting. This is terrible type of job, terrible work. Yeah, time to take it apart. Show you guys when the cams are out. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Okay, so I didn't remove pulling the cams, but I used special tools to make sure that these cams do not go cocked or they will break. And then I put it on a special silhouette to keep them organized. So let me show you guys the camshafts I just pulled. Okay, here's the camshafts from bank 1. I'm getting ready to use a special lockdown jig that will actually compress this ram. Here's our test right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna compress it in a minute. I'm gonna pull this and test it on the bench. So you'll see in a minute the condition of the ram pads. Alright guys, got this removed. Let me get a good close-up right here. This is what we're dealing with. This is why it was compressed so much. Okay, this is the reason we have 8.7 cam deviations of timing. And it even started to affect the upper side, which is so rare that happens. Normally it's the side with the pressure. So yeah, this is why we have such a high deviation, that more than likely the chain is going to be slightly stretched. We replace those as well. But I probably do at least 1 to 2 a month of the 3.4, 2.7, 3.2 engines, M96, 5-chain cars. And yeah, this is what you're going to have when you have cam deviations. I wanted to show you guys there's some RTV on these camshafts, and that's what causes oil cloggages if that much RTV is used, so that's a problem. All right, let me show you the timing marks that we have here. Oh, they already slid out of place. Let's see if we can see them here. I want to show you guys something. All right, let's slide them. Okay, I don't know if you guys see those little dimples. Those have to be aligned between links when they're reinstalled, and then the engine has to be rotated properly to time this engine, but that's a different video. This is just showing ram pads, because I've had a lot of customers ask me about them. They get very confused, like why they fail, how come, you know, they deviate, what causes them to deviate when this fails. So this will also fail. They fail two ways. One, internal seals in the actual ram will deteriorate. Two, the oil will start to come out this plug due to the failure of the internal solenoid, and that will normally give you crazy readings of deviation too. So there's a lot of factors in this and what can happen in these scenarios. It's not just one size fits all, so you have to pretty much understand the workings and the mechanics of Porsche engines. That way you're not replacing the pads and then you have to take the engine back down and then replace the actual ram, because this is a 1480 is retail for this piece right here, and we only get them from Porsche, so they can be a problem if you do not test them, because these engines are so old now. They can definitely fail and have problems. So here's the next one here. Getting ready to pull bank 2. Same deal here. You can see the wear. You can see how deep the chain has grooved itself in the pad. This one's next. This one's going to be much better because it hasn't been molested by anybody yet. So yeah, stay tuned for engine timing video. I'll be doing one of those as well, probably shortly. I just don't have a lot of time. I've got so much projects going on that we're doing here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to comment, leave them below. I don't know if I'll reply, but if I have a moment, I may. So you guys have a nice day, and happy Porsche M96 engine day if that's what you're doing right now. Take care.